Welcome one, welcome all to the Multicultural Misfit podcast. This is your host, Audio AB. At the helm, drinking a nice slug of water over there is my executive producer and co-host.
Hey, man, it's essential, but it's not essential in the bottle. You know what I mean?
And Monsieur, my co-host.
Léomar.
Léomar. Straight from Paris. Yeah, so earlier we were kind of talking about this. We touched on this a little bit before we started recording. we were talking about, we're asking each other kind of about like famous women, famous people's relationships, and who's going to remember them when they're gone, right? And we started discussing Halle Berry. And Gio, what were you saying about Halle Berry?
Damn, that's fucked.
Let's get down to Halle Berry.
All right, give us your theory on Halle Berry.
My theory on Halle
You
Berry.
seem pretty involved.
Look, my theory on Halle Berry is she's not all that she's cracked up to be.
Why is that?
Because she's getting broken up with left and right. She's been single for the past 10 years. If she was that good, somebody would have been hitting that by now.
That is a little wild. 10
It's
10
wild.
years for Halle Berry.
For Halle Berry?
Maybe it was just the Catwoman suit. Nah, it wasn't. She's fine.
Maybe
She's fine.
She's fine. Still,
I'm sure she's had like flings and stuff like that, but never like no one who wants to cuff her long term.
Somebody married her, and then they divorced her.
Famous guy?
Yeah. He was a producer, a music producer.
maybe she just doesn't want to get with anybody. I would
That
imagine.
could be it.
I would imagine everyone wants to get with Halle Berry, right?
So do you think?
Of course,
for
them
money,
Tumblewumpers?
for fun, yeah, Tumblewumpers, for everything.
So do you think
For
someone
the Chuggy Wuggies.
Let's say someone like her, right, or of equal fame. Do you think she would ever be able to love like a bartender?
No.
Yeah. No, imagine like a super handsome bartender from like a Oxygen show.
Well, I feel like those type of people, they go for, yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? Just a real,
possible.
Like a bartender with a heart of gold.
yeah,
Yeah.
just a 22-year-old
Makes about $47K a year.
with the heart of gold and a brain of.
Marrying a
You know.
51-year-old woman.
Oh, dude, I would. You
Halle
kidding
Berry?
me? Yeah,
Nah, I'm good.
you wouldn't.
At
'Cause
this
she's not
current
rich
age?
enough.
She's not rich enough.
She's not like,
She's not rich enough.
Halle
She's
Berry's
rich.
got to be worth
Dude,
at least
she's a
30 mil,
multi-millionaire.
at least.
I'm
She's a
capping.
Catwoman.
If Halle Berry, Catwoman.
Come on,
She's got
bro.
the whip somewhere in her house.
She was
an
in
outfit.
John Wick.
Gio, you don't want to put the outfit on one day?
I literally don't know what else she's been in. Catwoman, John Wick, and then she was in another movie.
She's a Monsters Ball.
Monsters Ball, where she fucked Billy Bob Thornton, and they
She had
really
the
had
trouble
sex.
with-
Oh, that's
He
right.
fucked
Shows
the
her
shit
titties.
out of her. Yeah.
Yeah.
They really had sex?
Yeah.
I don't think they really had
No, they
sex.
said it was legit. They had sex.
Ew.
That
I
guy
don't wanna
does
be
very
nowhere
well
near-
for himself,
I
surprisingly.
want to be
Method-
nowhere near Billy Bob Thornton.
Method acting, bro.
That's the best kind. Who's he with right now? He's with another young fine girl right now.
He is?
Yeah.
He's
Man,
dude.
you got
You know,
that
he,
Billy Bob on
you know,
him.
he-
I knew
I think
who
he
it
was
was.
engaged or married to Angelina Jolie.
For sure. Yeah. It was Angelina,
So-
but not her. But
Billy
yeah, he was
Bob.
at
Billy
one point.
Bob was tapping Angelina Jolie.
Billy Bob Thornton.
The man can mac the women.
He got a thing on him.
He probably
He's
maybe
got
he
it.
does.
He got a Billy
He probably
Bob
is-
on him.
Probably got a big bob, and he's probably good at talking.
Jesus Christ. Well, he actually seems kind of cool.
He
All
seems
his
super
roles,
cool.
All his roles are super cool. Damn, wow, what a fucking guy.
He's an interesting dude.
Nah, I would do Halle Berry. I would marry Halle Berry.
Yeah.
I would do it. I was lying. I don't know why I was lying.
Come on,
like
that
that
would be crazy.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be like a 50-year-old woman. That's a lot of work, especially at my age.
I'm sure.
All right,
I'm
what
sure.
if-
We're young men. I mean,
Okay, I'm gonna play this forward.
she's going to get 60 real quick.
Really?
That's what I was going with it, Omar. Let's say
What if I want to have kids?
It's probably, you're right about that. You got to go get her now.
okay. No, let's say this.
And you might be too late.
Let's say Gio goes through with it, right? He marries Halle Berry, and like in 10 years you'll be 34, and let's say she'll be like 64 or
Let me
something
look
like
up
that.
her official age so
And
I don't slander her.
And let's say she's like grayed up, or let's say more than 10. Let's say 15 years, 20 years.
Okay.
She's grayed up, all right, but she still wants you to be faithful to her and to love her. But you're in your man prime. You're late 30s, early 40s.
She's 54. And guess where she was born?
Houston,
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Ohio.
Okay, so let's say in Gio.
So she will not age gracefully.
Well, Ash
Let's
Cat's
say
barely
in
from Ohio,
16,
so that is true.
16 years, she's 70. How old would you be? You'd be 40, right?
Right now, yeah, I'd be 40.
40 is, nowadays, 40 is a new 30. It's not that old.
You do whatever you want.
30.
She's
You could-
70.
you
She
could-
doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, you still get your dick hard, right? Do you cheat on her?
Kidding.
Hell yeah.
You know how easy it would be to convince a 70-year-old that you weren't out somewhere? You know what I mean?
Just leave after
Like
7
Halle
o'clock.
Berry.
Yeah, like she wouldn't know it's really.
She'll be asleep at
Is
7.
70 really as
No.
old as
It's
we
not.
think
It's
it
not that
is?
old, but like you know the tricks.
She'll
You're a
be
little
asleep at
younger.
7.
You know the new phones. You knew the.
Oh, that is.
you
that's
know what I
true.
mean? The new 2050 phones. Like you finesse around.
You just
No,
mix
but I
it
was
up.
here. Yeah.
You know
I'm
the
going to
new
hang out with my
phones?
friends.
You got your robot butler. He swears he's at.
He went to go pick you up Lubies.
Oh, man.
I'm back with the Lubies, like the robot said. Remember? I swear to God, I got the.
Oh, man.
Could y'all really do an age gap like that? Like 30 years?
That'd be hard, man.
Wait.
30 years your senior?
I said 16.
Oh, 16. No. She's 30 years older than me.
Oh, yeah. I said 16 years from now. You're right.
If she's 30. That's a whole nother lifetime
That's intense.
That's
of
tough,
me.
So what's the furthest you'll push it? An absolutely beautiful woman. No, like extra catches involved. She's
Like,
not
she's
rich. She's not
gorgeous?
nothing. She's just good looking. She's
It's
just very
for-
good looking.
For
I
marriage?
actually really want to date.
For marriage?
For anything. How about let's say she's
Okay.
I would love
let's
to
say
date
she's
an
cool
older woman, by
and
the
she's
way.
super duper attractive.
If there are any older women listening to this, I will date you.
I'm
Just take me out to Waffle
going to
House.
say 40.
40?
Really?
Yeah.
That's the
So
cap?
right now you'd date a 40-year-old if she was just that good looking and that cool?
I'd marry a 40-year-old. Assuming
Wow.
you're just assuming that all things hold constant. She's like really cool and you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
All
Like,
things
all
hold
that,
constant.
all that good
we're,
stuff.
we're talking her up. We're talking her up.
Yeah.
She's not bad. She's not
Yeah,
bad.
she's hot and she takes care of herself.
Turns out to be a-
blah, blah, yada yada. Right,
All right.
Turns out to be held together by plywood.
Just to be evil and yeah,
right. Starts going through menopause the second I marry her.
kills you in your sleep. We told not to marry that. We told them to marry that lady.
40-year-old woman. Dude, that's interesting that you bring that up more because I've been seeing a lot of documentaries recently. One was on Vice. It was like 8 minutes long, basically, and it was about actually a family from Houston or greater Houston area, like the Woodlands, right, or like Cyprus, some shit.
Yeah.
And apparently, the guy. I'm just playing with my, I'm playing with my toes right
They
here.
be so comfortable.
I'm playing with my toes right here.
His chimp hanging off the table.
Yeah, I have my foot on the table
Once
here.
you might want to lean in the frame, you're falling out the frame.
So yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. So there's a guy and his wife, right? And apparently he smuggled his wife into the country years ago. So she's illegal.
Okay.
Problem one. Okay. Problem.
Yeah.
Problem
Problem two.
Yeah, he's got some power over her.
And he starts talking he starts giving a background of the relationship and because it's building up a story. And he's saying when I met my wife, we fell in love really quickly, and she would take me to clubs and we'd be partying and shit. And he was saying that when he married her, her mom went up to him and said, "She's your problem now."
Oh.
And he said ever since that day he got a bad feeling about it, but he just pushed it down. He ignored it. He's like, fuck it.
Oh my
And
gosh.
so he goes through with the relationship, right? And 4 or 5 years in, he's a martial arts instructor. So he designs this school out in the area where he lives and starts becoming successful.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to take it over
For what?
to take the money from it, right?
What does she know about martial arts?
She doesn't know anything. She's illegal. Anyways, that's not, what does that mean? Oh, that's not it.
She's illegal. She wasn't even born here. How would she know martial arts?
No, that could be misconstrued as very...
No chance. I'm taking her down.
That could be misconstrued as very, very ignorant.
Everybody
But, I
knows
mean-
Americans are the best at martial arts.
But
So untrue.
Exactly. She didn't know anything about martial arts, right?
Yeah.
But he had been training her, so she started learning. She wanted to just own the gym, take it from him, right?
Yeah.
But instead of starting another gym or whatever, what she was doing, she started talking to one of the dudes who would go work out with them.
Mm-hmm.
One of the guys who was became experienced and work out over there.
Damn.
And she was asking him if he knows anybody that could kill the husband.
Oh my
God.
goodness.
And the guy was like, "Yeah, maybe I know somebody," right? But then what he did instead was he goes to the husband afterwards, and he was like, "Hey, yo, chief,
That's real.
your wife,
He's trying to kill you.
he said she wants to get rid of you. She wanted me to bring someone here to get rid of you, and she's serious about it." And the guy was like, "Oh my God." So he called the police. And basically what the police did, I didn't even know they do this. They went to his house. They set everything up. He did get murdered. And they put a bunch of tape everywhere, and they just taped her on the door, right? So when she would get home, she'd freak out.
Mm-hmm.
So they brought him to the police station just for protection.
Mm-hmm.
So she gets home, and then there's cops around the little edge of the paper that's blocking them from getting in, right? So and the cop tells her, he says, "Your husband is dead," and she pretends to nah.
What?
Mi esposo.
So she hadn't gotten through with it yet, or she might have.
No. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. Come on, Omar. You're just fucking saying the end of the
Jumping horses.
You're
the end of the
saying
book.
the end of the movie while I'm fucking saying the movie
All
here.
right, go ahead.
Anyways, so I lost my flow. Okay,
The cops come.
The cops come.
Yeah, she's pretending.
She's pretending, right?
Yes.
She's like, she's crying, fucking ugly crying and shit. Then the cops take her to the police station because they want to get a report. And then they're talking to her and they're like, do you know anybody by the name of this? And then like they talk about the guy that she had asked to find the killer. And they say, so tell us about the conversation you have with this guy. And apparently like she was just like, oh no, whatever. She had been filmed by the guy.
Oh wow.
Because he had met with her again to film her. Mm-hmm. So like get evidence of her like legit trying to set up this guy's killing.
She's fucking stupid.
Yeah, and then the husband like walks in and he just like looks at her.
It's like Cheaters.
And she's like, oh my God, no. It's like Cheaters, but worse.
but worse, he's trying to get you murdered.
Trying to get him killed.
Oh my God.
That raised the stakes on Cheaters.
For real.
Big time, yeah, all the way. Life or death.
All the way to the top.
Holy shit.
That's crazy.
That's very crazy.
So
So they
the
just
worst
did that
part-
for the meantime to hide him. Faked his death. They just did that for the meantime to hide
Yeah,
him. And then they just
basically,
fucking
man.
brought him out. Oh, you didn't
Sounds
do
dramatic.
it? Well, here's your
Great use of my
husband.
tax dollars. Thanks, police.
Thanks, police, for
Dude, that's
playing
what
an
I'm
elaborate
saying.
game with her.
Right?
Oh, fuck y'all.
I couldn't just stop her right there?
Was it for the purposes of a TV show? Like, why did they do it?
Exactly. They could have just pulled her in and asked her some questions, but no, they had to fucking fake a death and shit.
If they had the film already, they didn't need all that.
I know.
You know
it
what
was
I mean?
legit
They
like
didn't need to do
Cheaters.
that. They didn't need to do that at
It
all.
was legit like Cheaters.
They just had fun with it. Damn, dude, what a dumb bitch. Like,
know,
what a
right?
dumbass. How would you be so trusting of someone? Like, I would, you know how hard it would be for me to ask someone, hey, listen, do you know anybody who can kill somebody
that's
else
pretty
for me?
stupid.
I'd have to know you pretty much my whole life.
And the balls on her. Like, this dude loves you and he brought you to this country out of the greatness of his heart.
That's
And
some
you
cynical shit, yeah.
You
Was it like a age gap?
It wasn't like a huge age gap. Less
okay.
than 10 years for sure.
Oh, okay.
That's some evil shit.
Yeah, that's evil as
That's
fuck.
greed.
Once she tries to take over the business, I'm like, all right, bro. What's the point?
man.
What are we getting at?
Kung Fu and her just,
Yeah.
This is why
In the
guys.
throat.
yeah. Ooh, paralyzed.
This is why guys
She's
want to
down.
date women like Halle Berry who are older than them.
Yeah.
Hey, a lot more stable, apparently.
She won't get
Exactly.
killed. Halle
She
Berry would
looks-
never.
She looks crazy to me.
She looks crazy, in her, but I feel like other older women would be more stable.
Yeah, Halle Berry looks insane.
How so?
I just look in her eyes and I see nothing. And I'm like,
That's no human being.
there's something back there I don't want to see. It's those bad memories from Cleveland.
Cleveland, Ohio.
Which other celebrity do you think will have trouble finding love? Like with Perez Hilton now.
Is there, what's the age limit?
Let's say, all right.
Fucking
course,
Betty White.
The older it gets,
Let's say Betty White.
Shit, I'll date Betty White. Betty White's got to be worth some fucking coin.
All right, let's say like Kim Kardashian.
For
her to-
she'll be fine.
If she gets older.
Right now, in 2 minutes, in 10 seconds, she can find somebody.
Well, of
I will
course.
be there.
Of course, right.
I will
right
show
now.
up.
Of course,
Talking about
right.
realistically, like her.
Like, realistically, she's like
she likes this person. I would
60
imagine.
Let's say 65.
I just want good for you.
Her 65. I'm asking you guys, would you do it? Would you marry her?
Oh, would I marry her at 65?
She's
Yes.
65. Her booty's falling apart. It's
Nah.
it's a mess.
Bro, she's a billionaire. Her booty will be okay. That booty will be fine.
No, I'm
At
marrying
65?
any. It doesn't matter cosmetically what they look like if they're worth $1 billion. I'm marrying them.
Oh, that's true.
Doesn't matter at all.
Let's say she lost half of her fortune.
Still,
Okay,
That's
let's
a $500 million booty.
even 200 million. You could give me. You could give me just like a sack of like,
a sack of coins.
just like
not even money, not even dollars, just coins.
a wig on a puddle of a human being, and I will marry it.
Give me chocolate wrapped dimes and I will do it.
Chocolate wrapped dimes.
I will be
And
there.
I'll marry them if they're worth that much. You
I want to
kidding
do it just to do it. I would marry Kim Kardashian just to do it.
me? Make another show.
No,
another
let's
show.
make another show.
We can make a spinoff.
Her
We can
new
make
young
a
husband.
sequel. I would
Gio
do
and
it.
Kim.
Gio and Kim. Gio and Kim get married.
Why did you say Gio? Why did you? What would Kim Kardashian
Oh,
sound
God.
like? Old.
Dude, I feel like that family destroys men.
Nah, not
Nah, the
destroys.
only one who escaped unscathed is fucking Travis Scott. And it's because he didn't marry in. He just got her. He just knocked her up.
Tristan Thompson.
Gio, you got to
escaped.
admit though, it's a coincidence that
No, there's a lot of men that
it's
they
a little
damaged.
fishy.
Yeah.
Pretty much all of them. He's right. All of them except Travis. Harden's not winning a ring.
Tristan Thompson did
I
good.
hope. Tristan Thompson?
Yeah,
I mean, he
fine.
did okay, but he got like imagine all the stress he went through during the time of like when they found out he was cheating and all that shit.
That was his fault.
He's got cheated like 8 times though.
I know.
that was his
But
fault.
But that's
obviously,
yeah, you're right. Okay, they both
That's
them
true.
both made it out good. Them both made
it was
out
her
okay.
fault. It was her fault that he cheated. Imagine what kind of ridiculous logic that is.
In a crazy way though, she did take him back several times.
She did.
So it's like you're almost accepting it at that point.
The way he's looking at it, he's like, "Hey, listen, bitch. You know who I am.
Yeah, chances are high that he's gonna do it.
You know
again.
what I'm going to do to you.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna film videos of myself fucking girls in the ass, and I'm gonna be
Man.
putting it on the internet."
That's crazy.
and you're gonna take me back.
And it's gonna come out.
I'm gonna be right back here.
I'm gonna be right back here.
Imagine that.
I'm
A
be
fucking.
making-
All right, you're their son. Let's say, right? Supposedly, if they had a son, you're their
that would
son,
suck.
and you're like 10 years old, and you see your dad. You're watching a porn, and it turns out to be your dad busting
That's
another
fucking
woman.
scary.
No, that's got to be some crazy shit. That goes like
wild.
double for women too,
Oh, yeah,
because
yeah,
they be
double.
showing everything. You know what I mean? Because usually it's the guy recording, so
Yeah, if it's the
majority of it
dude-
is a lady.
If I could pick a parent, I'd rather be the dad because like the girl should be like wow.
You'd
Too
rather see
much.
your dad
There's
sex
too much
tape.
to
No,
see.
no, not
on the way.
figuratively, not literally my dad. I'm just saying. if Tristan talks about my dad,
We're
I'm
touching
like,
on some
that's
issues
fine.
here.
Dad's got one dick.
Just kidding.
That's it. The
Dad's
girl's
got
got
one
too
dick.
much to show.
That's true.
You know what I mean? That's
They got
too
a
much to
tits,
look
they
Too
got
much
at.
both
vulnerability
tits.
there.
The whole pussy, the ass. It's a lot.
That's
Watch
got to
out
be some
there.
crazy shit. Especially like, man, that's tough, dude. Like a porn star or something.
If my parents was a porn, if they were a
Oh
porn
man,
star,
you just
Yeah,
have to
like,
own it. Like Asa
that's-
Akira, like she has a baby. Like, what is she going to tell and teach that kid as the kid gets older and he goes to school?
Yeah, because like right now, I'm sure we have that issue. You know, porn stars have their children. You know,
Yeah.
at this age, and I'm sure some of those children are teenagers or adults or whatever the fuck. But as we get older, that's going to become more and more of an issue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because people are gonna like,
with the OnlyFans thing, all that
and
shit.
the internet's getting better, and the quality's getting better. So like, I'm seeing her suck a dick in
Straight up.
4K. That's your mom.
and it's in VR.
That's your mom, bro.
That's your mom.
it's in
bro.
VR, and I'm thinking it's me.
Like that's crazy.
So
Like, what-
technically, your
That's
mama
gonna be
sucked-
an issue that comes up. I
You're
feel
in-
like more frequently.
You're in an argument with that kid. What do you say? You can't,
Dude, that
if
kid's
you're-
gonna
if-
get it.
If you're the kid and you're arguing with somebody, all they have to say is, "I saw your mama take it in the booty."
All that kid just has to get hold of their parents' credit card and just buy like an OnlyFans or something like that. Here's your mom, bitch.
Here's your mom, bitch. She's fucking a guy who's not your dad.
Can you imagine if we went to school with like your most favorite porn star in the world, right? Imagine she has a kid and we went to school with them. Can you imagine?
Listen,
He would have gotten it so bad.
I'm not a mean kid. I wouldn't do it, but I know
wouldn't.
that kid
Yeah.
would get it.
But I'd be
bad.
looking at that kid. I'd be like, I know what happened.
There'd
Where you
be a
came
lot-
from.
I'd mention it.
I'll tell you this. There's gonna be a lot of people mentioning it.
Yeah.
They would
I'm
be
gonna
whispering
ask,
it
like,
around him.
Like, man, yo, do you know where your mom? Like, he's gonna have. He's
Do
gonna
you
see
know
a
who
video.
your mama
Think about-
is?
all right, all right. This sounds fucked up, but there's no way that he doesn't see a video. He's going. Not that I'm saying he's
Kid.
gonna. He's not
Yeah.
gonna look it up, but someone else is gonna show it to him. He's
Yeah.
gonna see it.
They're gonna hold him down and make him watch it.
Whoa.
Kids are
God.
wild. Kids are wild. You tell
That
me
is
they wouldn't
true.
like chase him around with that shit playing full volume?
Fuck, man.
As
that's
like a
true.
joke to
Yeah,
them, but
as like a
really it's
joke.
like they don't understand how fucked up it is.
That's fucking wild.
That's too much. That's too much. How do you grow up a normal kid if you see your mom getting fucked, even just for a second? Even just for a second, like you caught a glimpse, like fuck, that is my mom.
Then imagine she's
What
like
the hell?
She's like the rough kind. Like would they be like fucking them up?
Ah.
Oh man.
If it's a if it's a rough tape,
Like they're like slapping her.
Oh, she's getting gang
She's getting
banged.
she's getting gang banged,
slap-
bro.
That's a
Throw me away.
toughie.
a gangbang.
I'll
to
be a
your
dumpster
child.
baby.
That's a
Show
tough.
me
Wow.
out.
I'm running away.
I'm running away, bro.
She got gang banged. I saw it. I'm running away.
I'm leaving home.
I can't do this anymore.
Oh,
That's
man.
that's too real. Yeah, that's why you got to be careful with what you put on the internet these days, man.
That's true.
That's why with all these OnlyFans and shit, listen, make your money. If I was a hot girl, I wouldn't.
be
I
on
can't
there.
say that I wouldn't do it because maybe I would. I don't know.
I'd
But you
be
got to
on
be
there.
careful, man. You can't just be showing your pussy. Just getting crazy.
You can't be flashing.
Yeah.
People
the
can
puss.
screenshot this shit. You know that, right? Like
That is true.
You live in the same city that you put these up in.
Hey, but hey, man, if they're happy about it and they know that they can accept the consequences, more power to them.
More power to them.
True.
They're making fucking
the way
money
I see
easy
it.
peasy.
Yeah.
That's easy money if there's ever been any.
Exactly. If they can sleep at night knowing they haven't hurt anybody and they're having a good time doing it, hey, man, more power to them.
If I had some real nice titties, I might
I
put
would be on everything.
I'd get a sexy mask and just show everything else.
That's true.
And that'd be my gimmick. You know what I mean? I'd do that.
Bro, there's a website called Cam Soda. I've been waiting to share this experience with y'all. So it's like a thing where like you go into somebody's live chat or whatever, and they're like talking to the camera or whatever, and they can get butt ass naked if they want to, or they can chill or whatever the fuck. So recently I was on there. I'm not gonna say what I was doing, but you put two and two together.
He's got his dick out.
So I was in there and like I was just like this girl was doing her show or whatever, and she just kept like pulling her phone out to like take pictures of like the screen, and I was like, why is she taking pictures of the screen? Apparently they could like share their camera, like if you're watching it, you could share your camera with the girl, and she could like see you, and people were like pulling their dicks out and beating off.
Oh.
And the
like,
girl
during
could
her
see
shit,
it?
and she could see him, and she would be taking pictures of him, and I was like, that's wild.
Oh my god.
Whoa, that's a
crazy.
huge invasion of privacy.
So sometimes they would like, I guess they might have had their face in there or something. Cause she
Hey,
just
but
kept taking
it goes
pictures.
both ways. But Jesus.
No, it doesn't, bitch. You were doing the whole show. You making money off of this.
I'm just the guy with my dick out.
I'm just having my dick out. I'm paying for this.
I'm paying
for this
Well,
show.
then
and
again,
this what
he
you do
does
to
have the
me.
camera on his dick.
I guess. I mean,
Because, I mean, how else?
If she's taking pictures of dicks, then she's just weird. Well, she's not weird, but that's just goofy.
You know what I mean? Like, unless it's just like a full body thing. But I mean, if they have like the camera right at their dick, they're asking for it.
yeah.
It's true.
You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
What do they expect to happen?
It was just
True.
a funny experience. I was just like,
put it away.
What the hell?
Put it away.
Is that what you want? Put it away.
Your
Put
dick-
that thing away.
Dick floating around on the internet somewhere.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's just so much easier for a guy to hide that shit.
Yeah.
It's just so much easier.
If I just hold the camera every day.
My
it's
dick's all the way
fine.
down here.
That is true.
My face isn't anywhere.
You got to go through a long journey to get to my face.
Yeah. Yeah, I could easily hide.
And for a girl, it's like the main thing I want to see is right by your face.
Yeah.
All I got to do is,
Right up there, but what I want is down here. It's right up there is you.
Oh,
But
man. So many women are finding offense to that.
It's right there. It's not my fault. Not my fault.
Looking at them as straight.
you said that.
Looking at them
It's
as
just there.
straight objects.
What you blaming me for? Don't put them there then.
Don't put 'em
Shit.
there.
Don't put them there. Put them on your back.
I like.
Imagine if breasts were on the back of
that
a
would be
woman's
disgusting.
body.
Put together your perfect woman. Where are her titties? Where's her ass?
Okay.
Tits are on the back.
So ass.
Tits are on the shoulders.
Let's move the ass to the front. Okay.
like some armor.
Let's move the ass to the front. First is first. Okay. Let's let's completely get rid of the mouth.
No speaking, no nothing.
No talking. So let's completely get rid of the mouth. Okay. They can keep everything else pretty much the way it is.
Yeah, so you want the ass in the front.
Yeah.
No mouth.
So
And
just
no
hitting,
mouth.
hitting it from the back. Imagine if you had the ass and the tits on the same side.
My God.
Oh man.
You just
They be looking like, they be looking like talking toilets.
Oh man. Hey women, we're sorry out there. Objectify us as much as you want. Hey, put our dicks in our foreheads if you want. I don't care.
Oh,
toilets. That's good stuff.
Oh man.
That's
that
good
shit make my
stuff.
cheeks hurt.
Yeah, if I could move my dick, I'd probably put it.
Oh my God. I wouldn't even know where to put it on my hand.
I put it on my feet. I put it on my
Like Wolverine.
I put it on my feet. All right, let's say if I didn't need. Let's
step
say,
it on it.
Okay, let's say if I didn't need my dick for sex, right?
Okay.
Let's say if I used something else and it wasn't called a dick, like something else for sex, and it was between my legs, right?
All right.
And like, if I could find another way to excrete waste, I would do it through my feet.
That's probably the best way. Yeah, you just stand somewhere and then piss.
You just
Well,
open.
but,
it's
but
like
then now your feet are dirty.
yeah, there's just shit all over your feet.
There's no really.
Where else though, man?
You'd have to do it like. That's a toughie.
Put it on my hand.
Because it
Bro.
can only come out of your ass and your dick, and
Yeah.
I don't want more stuff coming out of my ass.
Take one of my fingers away and put a dick there.
Evolution's kind of got it right though, right? Like a dick. Yeah, no, that's not
That's
bad.
the best way to go.
And if it's not
Right
sensitive,
there.
Imagine one weird looking finger. All the other fingers look normal. This one looks like a dick. You just pee out of it.
boy, gotta piss. You just run it with your feet. Ooh, you gotta get it. It's like your arm is like pulsing. You gotta piss.
Your
so
arm
bad.
your arm swells up with pee.
Fuck. Oh my goodness.
Oh man, what kind of world would that be?
A crazy one.
How would toilets be designed?
Oh my goodness. They'd just be everywhere. They'd be
They'd be
everywhere, and
long-
they'd be like up like. They'd be like at like your shoulder range, and you just piss out of your hands.
Oh my God. And the girls had like vagina fingers.
Whoa,
That'd be wild.
that'd be
You
too
could
much
fuck
power.
anywhere.
That'd be too much power.
Too much power.
That'd be way too much power. People would be fucking constantly.
Yeah, that'd be like one woman could handle so many guys.
God.
You know what I mean? Because of all the vaginas on her.
Well, because all the vaginas.
Do you think
of
she's gonna
course.
want one? All right,
or
imagine.
she get 5 at a time.
Okay, imagine this. She
5
has,
at once. You know, with the same person.
She has a total of 10 vaginas on her hand, right?
I was just saying one finger. I was just saying
Oh.
one finger. Take this other 10
I'm thinking
vaginas.
about this deformed creature, right? Anyway, all right. Imagine a woman with 10 vaginas on her hands, right? Each finger is a vagina, okay?
Each finger's a
Wouldn't she want to have the most pleasure? But like, you know what I mean? Not why would she just want one guy? She'd want all
Yeah, I
10
want
of
all 10
she'd
plugs.
want- Exactly. She wants to have all 10 of them working.
I mean, You just go hand in hand with each other and just. You got 10 dicks, or just
You
one?
got 10 dicks.
10 dicks at once.
Oh
One
my God,
of them
bro.
is going to make her orgasm. Right?
One of those 10 vaginas.
You would think so.
If you're looking, numbers wise.
Numbers wise, come on. Well, this conversation just went completely
Oh my
sideways.
God, bro.
It's so off
This is
the
the
rails.
funniest shit we've
It's
ever
so off the rails. Get rid of the nipples. Guys don't need nipples.
No, let the women keep them.
Yeah,
Yeah, let the women.
keep 'em.
Well, they need breastfeeding. But
Oh, well, yeah, that
what am
too.
I doing with these?
yeah.
How the
Yeah.
fuck are these still even here?
Take away the nipples on a guy.
Take away the nipples on a
Make
guy.
my nose. Give me more holes for my nose.
Give me 2 more arms.
I don't want-
two more arms.
You want 2 more arms?
Yeah, well, 4 arms.
like a Pokemon?
Yeah, just like a Pokemon.
What's the Pokemon's name?
Machamp.
Yeah, Machamp. A bunch of fucking. Imagine like lifting weights, and then you have fucking your 2 arms and the other 2 arms, and they're all just lifting.
Dude, imagine the work we could get done if we had 2 arms. If we had 2
Oh,
more
man.
arms.
That'd be wild.
But
That'd be
if we had the
incredible.
same brain capacity, could we even do anything? Because we really can't multitask. People say you can, but I don't think multitasking really exists, and a lot of people
I don't
believe
know.
that you can't.
Maybe
Okay.
maybe we have the capacity, but
Truly
we haven't had
multitask.
the like
Yeah, you
push.
I think you can.
Like
Okay.
if you're trying to dedicate to like a task that requires a lot of brain power, it's hard to do or pay attention to something else completely.
Yeah, and
If
4
it's a
different
lot of
things.
brain power, though, but I'd be doing shit that takes 0 brain power. I could do both. I could do both at the same time.
He's eating cereal.
Yeah. I could shit and watch a show at the same time.
Well, no, that's easy. I'm talking about like if you're doing something, like if you're trying to get something. Because I would think if you have 4 arms, you want to be productive.
I don't think we'd know until it happened. You know what I mean? I don't think like we know if we're even capable of that.
There's
sort of
only
thing
so
just
much you
yet.
can do with each arm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. I just think people would still be just as sick.
Driving with
4
one
arms.
arm, texting with the other arm, eating something with the
And
other
then
2
masturbating
arms.
with the open arm.
masturbating with the open arm.
In the car.
people would be masturbating furiously if there's extra arms.
I got 1 arm in your shirt.
It'd just be there all the time.
Where's your other arm, sir? He's touching himself. Like, all the people with 4 arms is beating you up.
This damn pervert.
He's goddamn.
You're just driving with 2 arms, then one arm's beating off and the other one's catching nut. That's how you drive.
That's a crazy
Oh,
world,
man.
man.
That's a real driver right there.
You know what I've always wondered?
man.
What?
I don't think you guys are gonna have the answer to this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. You're not a physicist or whatever. Let's say like, okay, so you know, like pound for pound per size, like you know, a spider runs super fast, right?
Yeah.
Like it's making
Eight-
it's covering
8
a lot
legs,
of
right? 8
yeah,
legs.
8 legs covering shit ton of distance for its size.
Yeah.
What if a spider was my size?
Oh, fuck no.
Now I know gravity would play a part in it, and like force, like you know, it'd just be heavier to carry, but.
Kind of like 8-legged freaks.
But like, would they be as fast as they are like on the ground? Would
Those
they
would
still
be-
be?
those
Would they
would
be
be
like
s-
the Flash? They'd be like super.
Those would be
heroes.
some of the most dangerous creatures on the planet if they were.
Scary.
It would be like, you know what it'd be like? It'd be like that movie A Quiet Place. If those, that's what Omar's proposing.
no, but imagine anything else like a
Dude,
mouse.
any giant insect is going to kill us.
So fast.
Yeah.
They're probably so fast. A fly,
100%.
like that thing is like a jet, dude. That thing is going.
And it's not like the other ones. Like we've learned how to like conquer other giant animals, like bears and whales and shit. You know what I mean? But like insects are different, bro. They're not like, they literally have no. There's no thinking. There's no like feeling. They're just fucking just
They're survival. That's
some
it.
kind of just survival.
just instincts.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't even kill them sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm way bigger.
Mosquitoes, that would be the scariest one. There's a bunch of large ones because
Stab the shit out of you.
legitimately, I struggle to kill those because they just sometimes it's hard to catch them.
You know
But
what's
the big
no.
ones are cool. The big mosquitoes is cool.
The big mosquitoes I won't kill. The big mosquitoes I'll feel bad when I kill them.
They're chilling.
I feel bad because they're so stupid. They're just running into the same thing pretty much all day.
Like the big mosquitoes, like they're actually your homie.
The daddy long legs
I heard
looking
they
ones,
kill
but they just be
spiders.
running
Those are the
into
small
shit.
ones that spread.
Yeah, the small ones are
viruses.
the hoes.
Yeah, the big ones actually eat the small ones if I'm not mistaken.
No, they eat like other bugs and like mosquito. I'm not mosquitoes. Spiders and shit.
Okay, well they're all right with me.
They're pretty cool,
They're all right with me.
but they just don't move. They lazy as fuck.
You know what's ridiculously fast? One of the I hardly kill. I've maybe killed like 5 of these in my life.
Mosquitoes?
No, not mosquitoes.
I
Oh,
was
I'll
gonna
get
say.
them. Oh, I'll fuck a mosquito.
I'm in the thousands for mosquitoes.
Especially when I feel it on me. When I feel it on me, oh, I'll
Mosquito genocide, man.
Oh yeah,
Get all
passion of the
mosquitoes
mosquito.
off the streets.
I'll murder a
mosquito.
mosquito.
I'll murder mosquitoes.
Listen, if you gave me a day and a bunch of tweezers and like a box full of mosquitoes, I'd torture them for the day.
All right, have you seen the video of the Komodo dragon eating the monkey alive?
No, I can't
a
handle
monkey?
It's
that. Monkeys make noise,
insane.
bro. I can't handle that.
The monkey's literally alive and he just swallows it.
Oh, that's fucking.
He
nuts.
bites it first and then gulps the whole thing down. And the
their
monkey's
their
screaming.
shit is like poisonous. You know what's really fucked up about a Komodo dragon? The speed that they eat at. It's so slow and like so like
Yeah.
they don't give a fuck.
They'll eat
Like,
you.
I got you,
They'll
bro.
eat you while you're alive.
Yeah, and they're just like they're not making it fast at all. It's like they don't even care. They're just
Fuck
like
that,
evil,
man. I'm done.
and
I
them
don't want
bitches
that
can
shit.
run.
Have you seen the videos of Komodo dragons fighting each other?
It looks nuts.
They just bite the shit out of each other, but their venom doesn't really affect.
They look like a couple of sausages like running into each other with fangs.
A bunch of
though.
little sharp sausages just fucking bumping into each other.
And their fucking poison doesn't affect them. Oh, obviously. So sorry,
Oh,
Jay.
yeah.
Almost wrangled you.
They just bite each other.
Yeah, just biting each other.
Little Vienna sausages going at it.
Yeah, a couple of leather Vienna sausages. Dude, I would hate those things to be in my area. Imagine you just try to like walk around the park and like now you got a Komodo chasing you.
You got a giant fucking Komodo chasing you.
Can they climb trees?
I think they can.
Are they fast?
Fuck.
They're decently fast.
Oh,
They're-
fuck.
I don't think they're super fast, but I think we're faster than them.
That's fast enough.
Well, we are?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were faster than us. Okay.
That's fast enough.
Okay, if I'm faster than it, then I'm running.
But
They
I
sneak
think
up on
only
me.
like what I'm comparing like the top speed of humans.
Mm.
Oh, we're trying to say.
Probably like us. Or no, we're gonna get fucking killed.
Oh, dude, imagine trying to outrun a Komodo and it's on your tail and you're a little faster, but you're getting tired.
It's a literal dragon.
It's a little dragon.
Plop, 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 plop. They're just
Right.
like the most clumsy looking running you've ever seen.
Like, bro, why do you want me so bad?
Please leave me alone.
Please leave me alone.
Bro, they'll be eating like wildebeests, like fucking 5 times their size. And the thing's just like, and it's just eating its ass. Like eating like its backside.
Straight out of the ass.
I'm like, bro, these things are fucking. And there's
They're
just
a
a bunch of
problem.
them.
oh man.
Like super slow chewing and shit. Oh, it's crazy. And they all gang up on the animals and shit.
Where are they? They're not here, right?
They're in,
Africa,
like,
no?
Yeah, they're in Africa. They're in like
Okay.
Madagascar.
Okay,
With the
good.
penguins.
On the
No, I'm just
island
kidding. There's no penguins in
with the
Madagascar.
penguins.
Africa's a death wish, bro. The fucking Africa and Australia are fucking death wishes.
Madagascar's got to be hell.
Oh, that too. But no one's over there anyways.
no, there's people there.
There's a good amount of people in Madagascar?
I don't know about good amount of people, but there's like a community.
There has to be some kind of.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's not like a huge industrial type city, but I'm sure there's like some cities there.
Oh man.
There's people for sure in Madagascar.
I'm pretty sure they have like leopards in there and shit, right? And like all that type of stuff.
Oh, yeah, I
Dude,
know
it's like
there's
the jungle,
There's
no?
like it's a jungle. It's all kinds of stuff. It's a huge jungle island.
Big old bird steals
You know,
your
Africa.
baby.
You know, Africa.
Trash
Africa can
that be.
fit. It can fit like 2 or 3 of the U.S. inside of Africa.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys have heard about like the whole like that globes, like your modern globe is not scaled.
It's not scaled right.
Not
they
at
scale
all.
it so it looks kind of all equal,
Yeah.
but like it's not.
Africa's
true.
huge.
Africa's in
big.
reality is enormous.
Russia's also massive, is it not?
Yeah.
And then North America and South America are pretty small.
Yeah. America's big though. America big as fuck. And Canada is too.
Yeah, Canada's huge, yeah.
Canada's big.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Some countries you can travel through in less than 10 hours. You can see the entire country.
Well, you go to Europe, you can go through a lot of them countries in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like you can drive through it. Kazakhstan, I could throw a rock. through it.
Kazakhstan. I think it's just
From right over here.
Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan.
Where Borat's from.
is
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, that is such a good movie.
Oh man, that guy.
That guy's insane, dude.
The balls on him to do the stuff that he did.
Yeah. For I'm sure everyone knows, but in the latest movie he did, it was very joking about the right wing politicians, right wing like supporters and things like that.
He was like going through the South or something.
Yeah, so he got in some hairy situations. In it, he had a fake daughter that he was trying to sell off, but the people in it don't know that he's like Borat and this. That.
Oh,
They know.
yeah.
I think some of them recognize him from what I remember of the movie. Some of them like you Borat, but they don't really put that in the movie.
You Borat boy.
I think they only put most of the people that are like that don't know
Yeah, they
in
have,
the movie,
yeah.
the unsuspecting people.
Trust me, for the few takes that you see, there's probably like 1,000
Oh yeah.
versions of that scene that did not work out.
Yeah, there's a scene with him like riding. He's riding like 2 yaks down the street,
That's
like in a
insane.
regular like Texas city or something like that. And like a cop stops him. He's like, "You Borat?" It's like some behind the
You
scenes
Borat?
shit. You Borat? But so there's one bit he does where he goes to like some Republican convention, right? Mm-hmm. And they're on stage, they're talking, they're introducing people, people are speaking, blah blah blah. A bunch of people in the crowd, your typical rednecks, yeah, MAGA.
Go Jesus.
Go Jesus, go Donald.
Jesus, go down. They're one and the same.
They're one and the same. They're one and the same. I see
Go
it.
Donald.
I see Jesus when I look at you, Donald. and he gets on stage, and at first they're actually liking him because they're like, "Oh, this guy's weird," but like he's got some MAGA shit on. Like he's wearing like the Republican stuff. He's wearing like overalls, like a MAGA shirt.
He's down with the clique.
He's down with the clique. He's trying to look fun, and like so he's like saying like "fuck Hillary Clinton," like shit like that. And they're all like, "Okay," and they're like, "All right, fuck Hillary Clinton," and they start chanting with him. I forgot what he says that really starts to piss him off. But he starts like fuck your sisters and stuff like that. Like some like really making fun of some Southern like Republican shit. And they start like, okay, fuck this guy, blah blah blah. So they start like collectively like getting more and more angry, and they start throwing stuff at him and yelling shit at him. And then they start getting closer and closer to the stage, and he's looking worried. So he kind of one of them jumps onto the stage. And he takes off, and these guys have like guns and shit. They're like open carrying, you know, like assault rifle type of shit. And he takes off into the RV, and he loses the accent when he gets in it. And he never does that. He loses the accent. And he's like, go drive. And they're like yanking at the RV door, like trying to get in, and they're like smashing at the windows and shit. He's like, drive. And he's like pantsing, like when they take off. They're like chasing after the car.
Like they would have legit killed him. Like they don't know who he is.
They would have beat his ass. Yeah, they would have pulled his ass out and beat him up probably.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
That's some crazy shit.
That is funny as fuck,
yeah, and I think he said like after that one, like he's not gonna do any more like that.
Yeah, he
any more movies like that.
That's too much, man.
Yeah,
you can't go after these political groups.
Yeah, bro. Imagine getting killed for a Borat. Like, imagine we just heard like Sacha Baron Cohen just murdered. Like, I'd be so bummed out.
Not worth it, man.
Not worth it at all.
Hell nah. I remember Eric Andre did something like that. Not to that extent though. But he was wilding on stage, and they were like yelling at him.
They chased his ass out too.
They chased his ass off the stage.
Yeah.
That shit was fun.
Now that guy definitely takes a lot of risks.
Oh yeah,
they're both trailblazers.
Dude, did I tell y'all I was watching Jackass recently?
The new one?
No, the older ones. Because I saw the trailer for the new one, but I was watching like older bits.
No, you didn't mention it to us,
bro. Some of the things they were doing were so crazy.
Absolutely
like I really
reckless.
forgot how insane some of them were.
But my man stuck a race car up his ass,
and he went to the doctor and pretended like he didn't know what was in there.
The doctor was like, "Son, this don't belong here."
And he was so just upset the whole time. It's crazy he did that. Like he's a normal guy. Man. He's not like there's no mental issues. This guy was just like fuck. Like he's gonna suck, but shove a car up my ass.
He willingly did it.
He willingly did. He willingly went to the doctor. He had to get it removed. Yeah. So there's a
with surgery.
Nah, maybe not.
I think they gave him like some medicine.
But
or
they probably
got
got
He
to
pooped it out. Yeah, he pooped it out.
Probably got to put him out. I would imagine,
my
right?
man's, man. RP my man.
They put it up his butt.
No, he shit it out. Yeah, they put the race car up his butt.
Oh, they put the race car up his
They
butt.
put it in a condom and they put lube on it and they put it up his ass.
Yeah. Put it up his ass. In there. And then he went to the doctor and they had to like they didn't let the doctor know. The doctor found out.
Yeah.
Wait, all right, I have a question for you guys. Let's say
would I put a race car up my ass?
How much? How much money to do that?
No,
How much you talking?
That's not my question.
Cool 10K.
That's not my question. This is a scientific question.
Okay.
It's like when prisoners do that kind of thing, right? And they want to bring drugs into prison and shit.
It's tough.
Do they shit? Like, is there a certain point where is there a point of no return? Like where you can't shit it out anymore, and it goes like further into your stomach. Like, what is the point at which you can't get it out?
Live life with a kilo of cocaine.
That's a good question. No, I'd imagine at a certain point, if that happens, you have to surgically get it removed, or you're gonna die.
You know, that's interesting that you say that, Omar. I remember I was watching this thing a few years ago on Vice about this white dude who went to Panama, and he like had made all these connections from Florida, and he made these friends in Panama. So he went over there, and he was like talking to people who are his connections and their connections or what not, right? So he's trying to get like a drug deal going. Mm-hmm. And they're like, okay, white boy, you want to get a drug deal going? Here. They said, take all this across the border. And what you're going to do, you just can't do it. He's like, how do I do it? And they're just like, put it inside of you. So he has like a shitload of coke, like pure uncut shit, in like a balloon, like a big, like a lot of it in a balloon. And he shoves it up his ass.
How much are we talking? I feel like I've heard of this story.
A ridiculous amount of coke. As much as you can fit in your ass. And a balloon in your ass.
Because like a balloon is kind of spherical.
As you can fit in your ass.
That's some area that's taken up. That's some space.
As much as you can fit, right?
Yeah, that's some real estate.
I'd imagine something around like the size of a softball.
Yeah, decently. I'm pretty sure, right?
Which is nuts.
Full of uncut cocaine, and it's in his stomach, right? And apparently, it like gets punctured for some reason.
Oh,
He died, right?
Let me tell you the story. It fucking punctures his stomach, right? Or not punctures his stomach. The thing ruptures, the little balloon with all the cocaine. So the cocaine starts leaking into his system.
Yes. He
starts to go fucking insane. He's inside of a plane, ready to go back to Miami. Mm-hmm. Literally, they're about to take off, and he starts fucking like his stomach starts going crazy. He starts like
even taken off yet.
He starts like turning like super pale, and he feels like he's gonna die, and the plane's gonna take off.
Oh, poor
and then he tells him like, stop the plane, like I'm dying. And then they fucking rush him to the hospital, and he was okay. He lived.
Oh wow.
Well, he wasn't. He got kind of fucked up for a bit, but he lived.
They definitely
no like brain damage or
There was
anything.
no legal damage or anything. There was no legal. He didn't
He
have to go to
didn't
jail.
Oh, of course there
he's
are
got-
I just had to
ramifications,
make
but like
sure.
health wise, he was alive.
Okay.
He didn't die.
So okay, it punctured as in like a little bit was leaking at a time, or like the whole balloon split and it's all in there now.
I think a good amount was leaking because it was to the point where it fucked him up. Like he couldn't like talk or like you know what I mean. Like he was just completely like
that's gotta Any
That
longer
was
that's gotta kill you, dude. That's
absolutely
that's an overdose if we're talking one.
that much cocaine in your
That's
body.
a real overdose.
That's
right
a
there.
straight mainline that shit right in the butt.
right?
Boof that shit. Boofing for anyone who doesn't know is when you take a straw and I think just like blow coke into someone's ass. It's supposed to like hit them immediately.
That's the term.
Yeah. it's a
I didn't
term.
even know that was a term.
What Leonardo DiCaprio did in the beginning of Wolf of Wall Street. That's boofing.
That's called boofing, eh?
That's
that
called
was a good
boofing.
time.
Yeah.
That was a great time to do whatever he was doing.
Boofing.
Boofing.
Boofing and goofing. New boofing goofing.
Boofing and
Oh,
goofing.
Yeah, but no, Jackass was crazy, man. Jackass is crazy shit. Did you guys ever watch Wild Boys?
I did. They were pretty fucking crazy. Chris Pontius and who's the other guy?
Steve-O.
Steve-O, right?
was
it
it?
was
Okay.
just them two.
Those are probably the craziest stunts I've ever seen them pull. They would get in the water with like legit, completely untrained like crocodiles, like giant crocodiles, like in Africa and shit.
God, man.
They would like get on top of like hippos and like crazy stuff. Like just and these are normal animals. They
Yeah.
went to a different country. They're like in India trying to hunt down leopards.
All right, so let me ask you a question. Would you be more afraid to be in the water with a croc or a great white?
It's a great question. I would imagine a great white. I think a
Really?
crocodile would be able to maneuver better after a human. You know what I mean? Like a shark might be better for like a fish, but I like you know what I mean,
Yeah.
better than a crocodile. But I think a crocodile would be better for a human than because a shark they just kind of burst at you, right? So what if
Still
you're like,
blind and
what if
shit.
you matador that shit somehow? I don't know.
Yeah, I think
You know what I mean?
Okay,
Whoa, whoa.
personally, I would not want to be in the water with a crocodile because I feel like they're so aggressive.
Yeah,
They're
as
just
opposed to
flailing around.
Yeah,
dude.
sharks
Yeah.
aren't aggressive; they're just hungry, right?
Yeah,
Crocodiles are aggressive.
and they've got one
And
major
hungry.
area you have to avoid. Crocodiles have like just everything about them. Their tail, like
Yeah.
all of it's flailing
All the
around.
little
They
fuck-
can like
Bro,
immediately U-turn.
It grabs one of your fingers, it does a spinning move, it just clink and completely rips you off your fucking hand.
Bro, crocodiles are just so vicious.
Yeah.
Like everything they do looks violent. I'm like, I don't want that. I don't want that problem.
Dude, the absolute fear I would get. Like crocodiles are they're so crazy, man.
I could take on a blind animal.
You could take a blind crocodile.
Yeah, no, a blind a shark. I could take on a shark. I can take on all
Most
that
sharks
shit.
can't
You
even
just
really
blind
see
it.
that well.
Just
Huh?
stab it in the eyes.
I think if you fuck it up in the gills, it'll let you go.
Yeah, I think
Aren't
they say
sharks
that in the
blind?
gills
Sharks
in
are
the
blind,
eyes.
right?
I think they're mostly blind.
Yeah.
They just smell shit.
I was like, I know I'm not tripping. I was like, sharks are blind.
I don't know. They are. They
I
hang
remember
out pretty
learning that
deep
when
in
I
the
was
water,
young.
So
Do they hang out pretty deep?
I think so. Yeah, they hang out in
Sharks?
cold. If I'm not mistaken, no. Oh no, warm water.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm
But
curi-
they
I'm
but they hang out
curious-
deep. They hang out deep. I'm pretty sure.
Curious as to how deep they actually
I never
go.
heard of a shark gang, so I didn't know.
I think great whites travel like solo.
Yeah.
I think most sharks travel
I-
solo.
Yeah,
Almost all of
At
them.
first they have their babies, and then when they get to a certain point, they abandon their babies.
Yeah.
They abandoned their baby.
And then the great white shark baby just goes and eats other fucking
Yeah.
little evil, little fat little baby.
It's a circle of great white shark.
Circle of great white
I want to
sharks,
see, like you know, how they do like like Life or like Planet Earth.
Mm.
I want to see them do a whole episode dedicated to like a great white shark, like to conception,
Mhm.
and then like the pregnancy, having the baby, and then the baby's like going off.
Yeah,
and like,
sketch.
wouldn't that be
Whoa.
really fucking cool?
You know what's nuts though? I actually think their lives aren't all that interesting
Yeah, I think they just swim.
because I think they're traveling a lot. I think they travel a lot.
I wish they could put a tracker on the shark and see where it goes.
They've done
Oh.
it multiple times. They do it.
do?
There's sharks on there's trackers on tons of sharks. Apparently, like, so we live close to the Gulf of Mexico. Sometimes they find like great whites or like other big sharks, like bull sharks, in the Gulf of Mexico, even though it's not a traditional area for them.
Mm.
And the reason that is because when it gets too cold up north,
They come down here.
Yeah, they come down here.
Mm.
So like the
Valid.
winters here are not bad. I mean, it gets to like low 70s, like 80s. So it's not for them. It's nothing. The water's still fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know
Whereas
sharks.
up north, it's frozen.
I didn't know they traveled around like that, like due to the weather.
They can travel.
I knew they
thousands
traveled. I knew
thousands
they
of
swam.
miles.
I think they're the type of animals to get like big meals. Like they eat big meals and go for a while, and then eat big meals, go for a while, like a fucking snake.
Must be a nice life though.
I mean, in the middle of the ocean, I think it's like free game.
Oh yeah, I would imagine in the middle of the ocean if you're traveling, like fucking really covering some ground. There's no way
Yeah.
you're running into tons of
How do you
animals.
think they
So
know
you're
where they're
eating
going?
whatever you find.
I think they just go.
It's a good
They just follow their
question.
nose.
They had no because they found that those same sharks repeated the same pattern multiple times. They go back up to the north, back up to the south. So how do you? Of course, they know from memory, right? But how did they know the first time to go? Do you think it's from learning from other sharks, or like do you think they feel it in the water? Like they feel it getting warmer this way, so they keep swimming a certain way.
Maybe, or they
Who
might
knows,
be able to
man?
smell it out.
Why do salmon swim
Like,
upriver? Who knows?
Maybe they have a natural like inclination to go towards the equator, or
That'd be
they know
wild.
where the equator is.
How does that even work? Like birds too. They
That's
migrate
wild.
like crazy distances.
Yeah, they do.
And they
Thousands of miles.
It's nuts. I mean, how do they?
How do they even know?
Yeah.
What programmed them to do that? You tell me that was God.
You tell me that was God.
Fallacy,
That had
I
to have
tell
been
you.
just like years and years and years of evolution.
Yeah,
That had to have been what it was. Like
Dead sharks.
they just saw
fucking
their
swimming
parents do
north.
that, and then their parents, and then their kids did that, and then their kids did that, and it's just now it's just like embedded in them.
Yeah.
Like they just know. They just know that this is what I'm supposed to do.
What
Like a
gra-
turtle knows supposed to get to
what
water.
Grandma Shark did.
Grandma shark did. Baby shark, baby. Dude, but you know what's funny that you
Man.
mentioned the tracker shit? I saw this recently, and I'm pretty sure this is real. Fucking there's like an app where you can go on this app, and it's basically a tracker for like tons of sharks and like other marine life, like turtles and shit like that. So they track them. Eventually, the trackers fall off, but the trackers stay on for years. So you can observe where they went and shit, and you can comment on the shark. So all these people are in the comment section talking about the shark,
That is hilarious.
and they're like, "Go, Clarence! Like, you know, fucking yeah, eat that shit." And like, be careful out there, like shit like that. And they're like,
careful out there.
I haven't seen Margaret in a while. I swear to God,
Jesus cares for you.
Jesus cares for you. Yeah, you can watch these sharks. You can comment on
Does
them. with other
Jesus
people.
really care about the sharks?
I don't know. Did
Now
Jesus
that's-
die for the sharks? Did Jesus die on that cross for the
I
sharks?
wonder if like when a hurricane comes, do they leave or do they stay?
That's gotta
I-
fuck
they
them up
know-
a little.
I think
They know to leave.
they have such a good sense of nature because they live in water. They
Yeah.
know like months before when it's coming, or like
Oh, okay.
at least weeks before. Like they can see it, or they can feel it, or see it, sense it, whatever, out in the water, so they know to go the opposite direction.
Just so we don't have no Sharknado.
Bro, do animals have superpowers or what? Like
No,
dogs,
they just have good senses.
dogs
Yeah,
can sense
they
like
just have high-
cancer and shit like that.
Heightened senses, extremely heightened senses.
It's
Yeah,
fucking
the dog
crazy.
and cancer one I didn't know about.
Like it's crazy that they can sense these things or smell them or whatever the fuck they do. Like
So it's interesting that you bring that up. I remember I listened to this one podcast about this woman who, ever since she was a little kid, like she always had a really, really like keen sense of smell. Like she could smell like something from like, I don't know, like the next door neighbor's yard, and she would know exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm.
She had a very good sense of smell. Of course, not superhuman like a dog or anything like that, but pretty good. And she married this one dude, the love of her life, and he was like a really nice, friendly guy, and he was like that for the first pretty much for the first 30 years of their relationship. So the podcast takes place, and they're older now. They're like in their 60s and 70s. The guy now has dementia, right? But she's like, as the that's the end of the podcast basically. But like as she's going through the podcast, she describes how like at a certain point she could smell something different in him. He had a different smell on him.
Mm-hmm.
that's crazy.
She said he had like a sour smell as opposed to his usual smell, and the doctors found out like that's around the same time when she said that. That's kind of when his dementia started developing. It was either dementia or another like disease, but
Jesus.
she could smell this on her husband.
Yeah.
I
Isn't
would
that
hate to have a sense
insane?
of smell like that.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's like the worst power.
Right?
Just fart in a room and close the door with them, and they just die.
Yeah,
they can't handle it.
she could.
That's crazy.
But like, she had met other people who were like terminally ill, and like they wouldn't tell her what they have, or even that they're terminally ill, and she would know
That's insane.
because she could smell it.
Wow.
Come
Those-
over here.
We got to get all those type of humans together, and we need to make them
Like an
have sex
X-Men?
with each other.
Like
yeah.
like a mega X-Men.
We need to breed them. We need to breed them so
Get
that they fucking develop these
them-
powers.
They get her, get the guy with the 13-inch dick, get the fucking
Get the guy who can like doesn't feel pain, and then just put them all together.
Get the guy who doesn't feel pain.
Get some psychic person.
Get some ladies. Get some ladies. Who
Get
else?
some ladies in- throw some
Someone who
ladies
can
in
hold their
there.
breath for a really long time. Dude, you got a superhuman right there. That person's gonna kill.
Well, that baby's gonna rule the world.
That baby's gonna rule the world.
First president of the world.
That's what the fuck I'm talking
President of Earth.
about.
President of that baby.
That's like in Futurama. That show's set like in the year 3000 or whatever. The way they have it set up is there's no presidents of any countries. It's all just because there's so many. The world is so intergalactic at this point. Everybody travels between planets. There's just leaders of planets. So there's like the president of the planet. And the show, the president is Nixon, but it's the head of Nixon,
yeah.
like on a fake body.
I've seen this. Yeah.
Isn't that so crazy? Like, do you think it'll ever like of course not in our lifetime, but like lifetimes from now, when we're long and gone, and there's say it becomes like we discover different planets you can go to, and other people come here, and it's like intergalactic travel. Do you think we're gonna have like a leader across the board to represent us, or do you think we're still just gonna be like disjointed like we are now?
I don't know. It's a great question because I mean I feel like once you expand out like that,
You mean like just of the world, right?
Like a leader of Earth, like a president of Earth.
Oh,
Well, we have an Earth president.
because there's little islands I'm sure hanging out off of Earth, like in its orbit and like all
And you
this
know what the
shit.
crazy thing is? I feel like his race is gonna be the first thing they argue about.
Okay.
He better not be white. He better not be Asian. He
Yeah, he
better
can't.
not be
I feel like
white.
by that time nobody's gonna be white.
We got to get an
anymore.
alien in here, someone who's completely different.
I feel like everybody's gonna be the same color.
Gray.
Beige.
Gray
We're
or
just gonna have
beige.
like citizens from all kinds of species.
Yeah.
If we're doing that type of shit, you go to work like in another planet. That's crazy.
He's got to be an alien. He can relate to him.
citizens of all kinds of species. That reminds me of BoJack Horseman, where they have the anthropomorphic animals, but like humans will have relationships with them. So like
yeah.
there'll be a woman who like gets married to like a dog, and she like has sex with him and shit.
And is like 50-50 what it's born as?
No, it's just a straight up dog.
No, but like
It's
let's
like a
say,
straight up dog, but it has human features.
Yeah.
but let's say a human,
is
because there's
weird.
humans in the show, and there's like dogs that
Animals.
look like humans that stand upright,
Yeah,
talk,
and there's
blah,
like
blah, blah.
insects that are like people too, and like all kinds
So
of stuff.
if a dog was to fuck a human in the show,
Mhm.
would it make a human or would it make a dog human?
Which one's the man? Which one's actually?
That's a
I don't
great
think it would make
The man chooses.
the man chooses as always, as it should be.
Make him like me.
No, I think it's just like it's a gamble. Like sometimes they look more like this animal, but they definitely look like both animals.
Wow.
Yeah, because I've never seen like a kid on that show. Well, at least not the parents of the kid.
I've never seen the show. I've seen the adult humans in it.
You got to see the show.
It's a fantastic show.
I've heard it's a little bit of a downer, but I've
It
heard
is,
it's
bro,
also
and I had to
very
stop
like
watching.
it's
poetic.
a dark show, but it's really interesting and really smart.
I
Yeah.
cried.
I've seen clips
I
here
have
and then.
cried.
I'm the type of guy who I'll spend a few hours on YouTube looking at top 10 saddest things that happened to BoJack Horseman. I haven't even seen the
I haven't
show.
even seen the show.
I haven't even
Wait,
seen the
you
show.
seen the list?
I've seen the list,
You
and
know
there's
what happens
there's some sad ones.
when the,
How can you watch the list and still?
I know I'll
feel
never
it?
watch it. I know I'll
But how
never
can
Yeah,
watch
you
it.
don't even know the
But how can you
emotional
feel
context.
it? How can you? Yeah, how can you
I mean,
feel anything?
they're not giving me a list with a sentence. They're putting like clips and like explaining it for like 2 minutes.
So when
or
they talk
whatever
about the
fuck.
girl,
Yeah, Tammy Lynn or whatever.
that,
the fuck.
I
But how-
cried.
But I saw the first season of the show.
So
I did see the first season, so I kind of have
And
an
I
under-
like
You
Guns
are
and
a
butter.
lie.
Yeah,
Your
I am
whole
a liar.
existence is a lie.
I'm a poser. I'm a
Omar,
poser.
that's exactly what he is,
Yeah,
Gio.
with the dude who tries to jump, the bird guy who tries to like free fall.
Oh, look at him trying to sound like he knows what he's talking about.
You know?
Oh, look at him. Look at him, Gio.
No, I know it. I've seen it. I know it all. No, I know it.
Oh, man. I bet you're the kind of guy who'd go to a girl in a bar and talk to her. And she'd be like, Omar, have you seen BoJack Horseman?
Oh,
Yeah, of course.
You seen the episode with Tammy Lynn?
Oh, yeah. I can name you the top 10 most saddest moments right now. Omar's that
I
guy.
can name you the top 10 saddest moments, right?
You
Well,
damn
quiz me right now.
he has the honorable mentions and everything.
No, I know Mr. Peanut Butter, bro. I know fucking Todd. I know him. No, I know him.
Oh, man.
No, but I've seen the first season. I've seen
God.
the fucking where he's watching the horses run and he wants to be free. I've seen it.
Hey, man.
I've seen it all.
All I'm going to say is watch it or don't watch it, bro.
No, I can't, man. I can't. It's I don't want a downer show like that. Maybe one day when I'm in the mood. It's a good song
That's
though.
hilarious.
It's got a good
is.
soundtrack.
Yeah, it's a good show, man.
It's a really good show.
It's worth checking
I have
out.
to finish it, but it's a really good show.
It's just not for me, bro. I can't.
All right,
I
so
don't
what,
like
else,
the
what
drama.
else have you lied about watching? Tell us right now.
No, I'll tell you if I haven't seen it.
I'm just kidding.
What have I done that with? A lot of shows I
Yo.
don't do that with because I do actually want to watch them. I've done that with dumb shows like Supernatural. Like,
Oh, I feel
you know
like
what I mean?
I feel like that'd be a good one to do that with too, because I've heard like the show's inconsistent, so it has good moments, but the whole show itself is not the one you're gonna want to watch.
And for conversation, you just need like certain moments to
Yeah.
know about.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. I don't watch that shit for conversation. I watch that shit because your boy wants to know.
I ain't watching that shit for no.
Your
fun.
boy's interested. I saw a few
I
seasons
watch that
of
shit for Pooh
Supernatural.
Nanny and Pooh Nanny only.
It's a bunch of dudes on that show
Supernatural?
Yeah.
I only hear girls talk about it.
because just dudes a lot.
Oh, it adds up.
Because two of the dudes are good looking. The two main guys.
Oh, okay.
What was this show called? Secret Life of American Teenager or some shit? Was that what it was called?
Yeah, when she got pregnant.
Yeah, that one.
I don't know
had
what
a lot
happens after
Had
that,
a lot of
but-
attractive chicks.
But that one Hispanic chick was good looking. You know what I'm talking
That's
about?
how they get people to watch the show.
Yeah, put a
Yeah, that
fine,
is true.
put a fine girl in it.
Put a fine girl in there. I'll watch a lot of shit.
100%. You put a fine girl in it.
Let
If
me
there's
ask-
no fine girls in the show,
Let me
it's
ask
not
you
gonna
something
succeed.
controversial.
Yeah.
All right. If the WNBA had a bunch, like almost all the players were like, if it was like Hooters,
Only fine girls.
if the WNBA was like Hooters, and all the women were just like stacked,
Bunch of Lola bunnies running
yeah,
around.
a bunch of Lola bunnies running around, would you watch it?
Yeah,
Don't lie.
No, yeah.
Nah.
You wouldn't watch
Yes, you
it?
would, Gio.
Nah, it's not
Yes, you
entertaining.
You'd
But
watch
there's
it.
still fine women in there right now.
Okay, you'd watch it for the spectacle, maybe once or twice, but I actually I wouldn't consistently watch it.
Nah.
I don't.
Not consistently. you know
I
what mean?
love
But I check it
Skylar
out.
Diggins. I would never watch Skylar Diggins play.
Who's Skylar Diggins?
She's a fine ass WNBA player. She's fine as hell.
How tall? So like 7 feet tall.
Nah, she's short. She's like 5.
You
No,
know,
no, no.
7.
Out of
Gio, but imagine
curiosity,
them
are there-
stacked. Imagine them fine. Like do you remember that one time Spike made that show with the football girls and like it's basically that they're in padding
Oh
and
my
shit?
god,
But
I
they're
used to
in
watch that
bikinis?
show all the time.
Well, there we go. we got our
Lingerie
answer.
football league, you would say.
We have our answer from the average
I know
American.
exactly what that league is called.
Oh man.
I got in trouble for recording that show when I was a kid.
All right,
Yo,
now,
what is this?
You have to explain that. Please.
I used to record. I had they had a season of the show, so I recorded like the whole season, and I was watching it. And my dad was like, "Why the fuck are you
I
watching
got
this?"
32 episodes of
on the DVR.
on DVR, bro. On DVR,
That's hilarious.
I had
Damn.
lingerie football league on that bitch stacked.
and they'd be hitting each other sometimes.
They was hitting the fuck out of each other.
Yeah, they were hitting each
They had
other.
the little helmets on, the little shoulder pads. It
Nah,
was
I'd
adorable.
watch that, dude. I would watch that
was hot.
100%.
But I was like 11.
The sexy woman sport league.
What made it worse was there were people that was like in the crowd, in the stadium
Yeah, you
watching
paid
that.
money to go over there.
It was like 20 people in the stands.
Really? It wasn't that many?
It was not that many people at all.
I wonder how you pull off to how do you get in there? How do I get my ass in one of those seats? Well, you
You
gotta
need
just
to bring
buy
that
it?
league back.
You just got to be around.
And bring that league.
I,
back.
I think people paid to go
It
in
probably
there.
sold. It's probably like $10 tickets or something like that.
I'd
It's
pay
not cheap.
$10 to go watch
That
that.
would
dude.
suck ass if I was in this league wearing a bikini getting hit for a $5 ticket.
Dude, I'd be
I'd
laughing.
be devastated.
I would be laughing in those stands. That would be
Watching those women hit each other.
that would be so. Are you
They
telling me that
fucking
would
knock
be
each
a
other over.
fantastic evening?
oh, it'll be. You know what? That sounds like
Just
hella
get-
fun.
just
A
get
fun
really
ass few
drunk.
hours.
Get really drunk. Oh, that
Everybody
could,
there
You're
was
rooting for one
wasted.
team.
I
Yes,
see-
fuck yeah.
I see how the problems could arise though. A bunch
Oh,
of like,
yeah.
women scantily clad playing football, and
You
a bunch
could
of
say
She's gonna
drunk,
be trying to hop over the barrier.
a bunch of drunk men. Yeah,
People flashing their dicks from the stands.
right. Yeah.
People throwing dirty undies.
But all right, let me ask you a question. Do we really think men have that little amount of control?
Some men do.
Yeah.
I think some men
Yeah,
do.
that's like open derby stripping. That's like a strip club, but outside, and you gave everyone the freedom to like run away if they do something bad. So they're gonna do something bad, probably. You know what I mean?
Flash their dick, no one even sees it.
Yeah, flash your dick. Hey, and he just runs off. You never get him. He does it every day. He does it every other day.
He's always here doing this.
They got
I
security.
wonder what's the thrill from like flashing? Do you just run up and just fucking show it and then run away?
I have no
and then you
idea.
jerk off to the idea of having done it? Like what is the pleasure they get from it?
You
I
sick
have no
bastard.
Is
idea.
it
like that?
is
shit.
it not, maybe it's not even sexual. Maybe it's just a feeling like, yeah, this is so cool. This is a high.
Who knows?
Oh, showing my dick to a stranger.
Yeah, it's like flashing or streaking.
You don't even, they
Well,
don't even
streaking
stay
is just
around.
like
Nah,
streaking's funny. It's,
yeah,
you know,
streaking's
Streaking's
but
kinda
flashing-
funny, yeah.
Flashing is different. It's like perverted.
Yeah, flashing's very, and they always do it in like coming out of a mall.
It's never like in a flattering way.
It never.
That was like,
And it's
and then they
never
run away.
It's never a woman. It's never a woman
With a
either.
trench coat on.
It's never. It would never be a woman.
What if you got flashed by a woman? She wasn't the best looking. What would you do? Like not hideous, but not bad either.
Cool.
I would just admire it and then walk away.
I'd be like, wow, I saw some titties today.
Okay, what if she
Yeah.
was real ugly? What would you do then? Just out of curiosity.
Put those things away, ma'am.
Get those things out of my. No one wants to see that.
those titties away.
No, but like, would you be like traumatized? Would you be like,
No, I
How would you
wouldn't
feel
be
about that?
Well,
I'd just be like, what the fuck just happened?
I would just be
Yeah, I'd be-
confused.
I'd have
like,
this-
Like
why?
imagine she just and then runs off like a
like a homeless
like
lady.
a flasher coward
like a homeless
does.
lady.
Like a coward she is.
catch a dirty whiff.
Catch it. Ooh. She been wearing
that
that
would
trench
suck.
coat. It's summertime. It's hot around here.
Ooh, that coochie's hot.
Let me ask you a
Mm.
question. Let's say you meet a girl on Tinder, okay, and you're messaging. She seems cool. You want to meet up. She's like, okay, let's meet for coffee. Meet at Starbucks. She looks okay. She doesn't look. She's not dressed super nice. She's not dressed super shitty. But she's gorgeous,
Okay.
and she has like a nice body. But she's modest. She's not wearing like revealing clothing.
Okay.
And she starts liking you, whatever. You guys start hanging out, and then let's say you want to bang her, and then you like, do we go? You ask her, you want to go to your place, and she says, well, I'm kind of in between places right now. Let's say she's homeless.
Oh,
do you bang her, or do you not bang her?
Bang her and kick it out.
Do you have to do some research? Do you have to find out the degree to which she's homeless?
Bang her and kick. Yeah,
bang her, kick her out.
No, that bitch will steal some shit from you, Gio.
Yeah,
get her
she'll
out of the house.
She'll steal my keys or something.
I'm not going to sleep with you in the house. Get out.
Oh fuck,
you gotta go.
What do you do, Omar?
I put her in the backyard and I go to sleep. I tell her the door's open if you want to leave, but in the morning I'll let you back in. We can hang out.
like a dog, like a dog who did bad.
It's like if a stray dog could steal your keys in the middle of the night. No, but
so would you do it?
Homeless woman. I couldn't do it.
How
homeless?
Is she like dirty, or is she
Look, all right.
is she staying at different
she's
friends'
not
houses?
like completely dirty, but she's like a little like
where's she sleeping?
Like she's a little ragged.
Whe's she really sleeping? Like at
All
a
right,
friend's house?
let's
Like
say-
is she pursuit of happiness in
Let's
the
say
restroom?
maybe once or twice a week she can find someone to stay with, but for the most part she's sleeping on benches,
On park benches,
and like
oh my
the
God.
street.
Nah, it's not happening.
It's not happening, bro.
It's not happening,
Let's say
darling.
She's beautiful.
It's a miracle that she's bamboozled me.
I'll take her in. I'll take her in. I'll clean her up. I'll take her.
bamboozle you.
I'll take her to a spa. I'll clean her up.
I'll invest in her.
I'll take her.
I'll invest in her.
That's a fixer upper.
That's a fixer upper right there. Hey, guess what? I got in early, and I'm gonna get out when it's high.
It's an investment. Buy low, sell high.
So high.
That's a good way to end the episode, guys. Buy low, sell high.
Find you an attractive homeless person.
Hey, man, I'll invest a lot of money in that shit.
Get
You
them
heard
on the
about
low.
Twitter? That's gonna be my Twitter right there.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.